Just making sure that I'm live everywhere where I need to be live. Welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is George Mokwena. I'm your host, and this is the place where we love South African football. We love African football, and every now and then we show a little bit of love to European football. But it is a place where we as fans can come together, congregate, and speak about this game that we love without having a legend here, no disrespect, without having a professional presenter and all of those things. We can speak as fans about this game that we love and we follow. Now, I'm live Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. But if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Banyana or Bafana are playing, we are live. And this weekend we had a lot of football. Watched Banyana play Jamaica, 3 a.m. on Saturday. Then we watched Chiefs draw with Richards Bay. Mamelodi Sundowns beating Mamelodi Sundowns. Sorry, hey, Pirates was in the box. We saw Kaizer Chiefs drawing with the Royal AM, and then of course Mamelodi Sundowns winning their game 3-0. So it's been quite a weekend of football. Now we are rounding out with the Orlando Pirates, an Orlando Pirates team that is perfect so far this season. The best start in the PSL era for Orlando Pirates. They sit number 2 on the log with 7 games played, 7 wins, no draws, no losses. They've conceded the least goals with 2, and they've scored the second most with 14. Then, of course, Stellenbosch FC is number 5 on the log. 7 games played, 3 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss. 8 goals scored, 4 goals conceded, for a grand total of 12 points. Stellenbosch comes into the game off of the back of 2 wins, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw from their last 5 games. The last game out was out in Mali, where they played Stade Malien, where they lost 2-0. Orlando Pirates, of course, traveled to Algeria to play Khanyisa Mayo's team, CR Belouizdad, who they beat 2-1 to make it W's pair, W in their last 5 games. It's just wins. CRB, Richards Bay, TS Galaxy, Amazulu, Supersport have all been beaten by this team in the last 5 games that these two have played each other. Orlando Pirates has 2 wins. There've been no draws, and Stellenbosch has won 3 of those games. But last time out was the MTN 8 final, where Orlando Pirates won the ball 3-1. Let's hope Guti balls are taken from where they come from. So let's see. Pirates winning that one 3-1. The game before that was on the 29th of December 2023, where Stellenbosch beat the Pirates 3-2. Okay, then in terms of starting lineups, you have Sage Stevens in goal, a man who got his first Bafana cap at the age of 33. Mloisa Namkaba, Mtaga, Turen Dule Diong, Butsaka, Palace Cupido, and Titus. Then Pirates has Chain in goal, BC Sesane Monyane Hoto, Makaula Mbata, Maswanganyi, Mfuke Nkota, and Mahopa. It seems that Coach Jose Rivero is sticking to continuity, man. Continuity is continuing with the same team that has been playing. Depth for who? So this is going to be a very, very interesting game. We've got a very big game ahead of us. Pirates this season has been very interesting. They've been winning games early, man. They've been doing their job. Nakere Pirates is very professional in the way that they play. Very professional. They come out, they score their goals, they go home. They don't sweat too much. They don't try too hard. They're not doing too much. It's just about getting those 3 points, not overexerting yourselves, and moving on from there. Oh, Sage, have you already pulled something, buddy? Evan, can't be commentators cursed like this. Cannot be. Anyway, Sage Stevens is lying down. Seems like he might have pulled something. Doesn't look serious enough to take him out of the pitch. But yeah, Jaden Adams, Butlali, remember, he was red carded, I believe, in their last PSL game. So he's still serving his suspension on that side. Tarabone, a win for the C Robbers. Will see them back on top. Can you show? It's Amaya agent, Samaya. Patrice Motsepe looks like Motaung CAF. Paris players look like each other. Funny enough, I don't know if that's part of the signing process, but they benefited 3-1. But for don't you have context? Hey, I don't have. Naming for my context, man. We'll be checking on how many on the other side is doing. Arsenal won. That's all that matters. Arsenal won. That's all that matters now. Pirates, every game, their best player gets injured. Says the agent. Tabula says, I can't show you the game because of copyright, guys. Copyright. TikTok is very strict on copyright on some creators, and I'm one of those creators where if I were to even play the sounds of the game, I will be banned. So because I don't own that, I can't show you the copyright. But what I can say is 202 and DSTV stream and Showmax PL. That is where you can catch this game. It is streaming live on all of those platforms. That is all I'm allowed to say. And then Usaleng, not even on the bench. I don't know what's happening with Usaleng, man. I don't know what's happening with Usaleng because... Okay, I don't know what's happening with him, but you have to say that Nkota has been living up to the hype. Nkota has been scoring a lot of goals, scored also in Algeria. He's been doing very well in that position. So maybe it's up to Usaleng to try and fight his way back. What are you doing at the back? What are you doing? Okay, sure, bro. No stress, JT. I'll give you an update on Man United. I'm watching it instead of agent. Aye, man. Selling, okay, personal problems. And it's also on SABC Plus. Oh, then it's fine. SABCsport.com, SABC Sport Facebook page, DSTV Plus. It will be there streaming live. WWE content creators are being banned as well, so be careful. That's why I'm saying that, hey, Bongs, Ziawa, man, at any point they could call the copyright claim, so I can't, unfortunately, show you guys those games. But here we go. Look, very interesting with Pirates because they're sticking with Makgopa, but we're seeing Mfukeng running centrally, which is interesting because I don't feel like that's the proper use of Makgopa. I think Makgopa is much better as the target man who drops inside and wins the first ball so that Mfukeng can eat off of him. You know what I mean? So the ball comes in high, he wins it, flicks it, or creates enough chaos for it to fall towards Mfukeng or Nkota for them to run internally. To make those internal runs. So if Mfukeng is looking like he's going into the 10th position and Makgopa is going a little bit wide, I'm not sure if that is a good thing in this game, especially since Pirates doesn't necessarily use that long ball option with Makgopa very much also. So we're going to see how that's going to pan out. The other thing that we have to look out in this game is going to be, the defense. Stellenbosch attacks with a front four. They like having four players within their attack, so that keeps your center backs, your left and right back busy, while they allow a player to be in the 10 to sort of play the ball. De Jong usually connects a lot of those plays. They've been struggling a little bit with their form. They've been going up and down. It hasn't been as clear of a season as it is, but because PSL guys, Makgopa. Ay man, Makgopa trapela ko hare. Oh, that was a Mabasa ball. If Mabasa was there. Didn't Nyauza look like... Yeah, Nyauza looked like Ule Khwachi. That's why I get maybe Baskauta Joalo. Let's see. Pirates... Oh, Makgopa just a little bit slow there. They're not scared to bring up Umunyane. Pushing up Munyane and Hoto might hurt you versus Stellenbosch when they hit you on the counter. But then again, if you keep them busy enough, maybe they don't get the ball up quick enough, but hey, I suspect that defense is going to be under a lot of pressure if they allow Uhoto to go up like that. Okay, there it is offside. When are we marching to Naturena? Because minang machi minang machi. Angithi Chiefs yamacha last man figure lapha nabonu Chesika and you forgave everything. What happened to that memorandum? I just want to see football. At this point, I don't care about signings or any of that. But anyway, Mfukeng is giving Dion Hoto the whole left flank. I want to see what they're trying to do. No, it's true, Butlali, which is also true of Umunyane on the other side. My only problem is that what is the positioning of Mfukeng and how does that affect Utito? You know, I've said that for me, when you're watching these games, Utito no Makgopa don't play well together. Makgopa, when he drops in, he kind of steals Tito's space, and then Tito has to drop a little bit further or try find spaces up the wing, which also takes him out of the game. So it's funny because I think that's why Makgopa doesn't necessarily play down the center all the time, because they're trying to accommodate each other. But then the question becomes, do you really need to accommodate each other to that extent? Maybe Mfukeng can be a 10. Or maybe you can play that ball you were playing when you had Bata in the middle with, I think it was Udlamini or Makaula. You didn't necessarily have a 10 like that. So let's see. But Tito is a very important player for the Pirates. What you don't want to see, I think, versus Stellenbosch, especially a Stellenbosch team that maybe is a little bit stronger than other people. What you don't want to see is Pirates not playing the ball on the ground. Versus Sierra Luis, that they stopped doing that at some point, and it took Mfukeng out of the game. It took Tito out of the game. Kota was still running here and there. He got his shot off, but you didn't see them be as fluid. Now, again, I'll repeat, Pirates is still a very good team this season. Pirates is the best, in South African terms, it's probably the best team right now that we have as the number one team. They're playing very well. They do their job. So as long as they keep doing their job, those questions will just be criticisms, not necessarily things that have to be warnings or stuff like that, you know. But let's see. I just want Pirates to lose because they laughed at us yesterday, says Ufin Pro. Jessica's beauty made us forget that we care. What do you care? Yeah, and Kotli. Evidence plays direct football, but on the floor. Look, I think Evidence, there's two ways to use him. It's the Hugo Bruce way. Like I said, long balls down the center. He wins the first ball and plays it through. Or he loves playing high line defenses where you cross the ball into that passage. There's a passage between the goalkeeper and the defenders. He likes those type of balls that are played in that space with everybody, with the defense facing their own goal. He loves those type of tappings as well. So I want to see how it's going to be used here, because when he drops back and he gets the ball, or when he goes wide and he gets the ball, hey, sometimes you're a loser, man. He's not as technically gifted to try play that position. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Yeah, it looks like Mfukeng is getting into Tito's space. It's like they're playing a double 10. Yeah. So where does Tito go? Where does Tito go? And then do you not expose Hoto? Because even if you have Makgopa running on the wing, who's going to watch that side? At least Munyane has some cover nyana nonkota. But on the left-hand side, you could probably overload Hoto. If I was Stellenbosch, I would go for the left-hand side of Pirates' defense, especially when they're attacking. Let Hoto go into that space, play balls directly through, and try put Usbisi into trouble on the left-hand side, having him pull out of defense. That's what I would do if I was Stellenbosch. I think they're going to miss Mujela in this game. Mujela would have been the guy for this. Oh, whoa. Stellies still with the ball here. At least, guys, Nidala fatigue versus fatigue. Fatigue versus fatigue. Both of you came from up there in Africa over the past weekend. You played a game in the week. You know, at least, man, Angeke City, people are tired. Yeah? No two will have to be tired after what happened this week. Philip Ware here says, Q-Boy, our weakness is on the left wing back, but we can't hurt the team when attacking on that side. We can hurt the team when attacking that side. That's true. That's true, Wahid. How do you feel about the expanded role for Mfukeng? Oh, okay. Munyane, can you give us a ball? Munyane, can you give us a ball? Yeah, I'm a right wing backward. I'm a right wing backward, man, in the country. They struggle with that final decision. They struggle with that final ball. Really struggle. Hey, I almost forgot. To my Panthers. Lirinka came in.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
People are emotional. What is your emotionals? Wow, how are you guys emotional? What did you say on your bet slip? Is it going to be a straight win Pirates? Are you looking at over 2.5, under 2.5? How are we looking with the placed bets that you guys have put on? Tell me there in the comments. Here comes the corner for Orlando Pirates. Let's see if they can do something from here. He's just going to play to Nkot. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Pirates trying a fancy set piece there. Oh, Pirates, nani nama set piece coach now. Look at Mahopa, look. Okay, look. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But hey, they're unbeaten up to this point. I actually made that point about the Pirates. Guti. You know, it feels like Pirates, man. The Pirates that was dangerous. Abu Saleng running in, the guys who were running at you 90 minutes and creating chances and all that were a great team, very dangerous. I called them the most dangerous team in the country last season. Most dangerous, not consistent, most dangerous. On any given day, Pirates could give you 4 goals, right? But then some days you could win 2-0 out of the blue and you won't know how you did it or how they gave it up. But anyway, this Pirates that isn't as straightforward, like isn't as attacking like that, isn't as relentless with the attack, is the Pirates that is unbeaten currently in the league. So that's insane. That is insane. To think that you would have thought the dangerous Pirates is the one that would be more consistent, but now they're doing a lot better that side. Guys, please Tata Scream. Tata Scream, Tata Scream, Tata Scream. You know, guys, it's a very interactive show. So halftime, I'll let in 5 people. We'll have a conversation about what we've seen in the first half. And then if we can get to 25K in terms of likes on TikTok, I will open it up for the second half and everybody will be able to jump in and give me their thoughts about what they're seeing in this game. A minute or two to give me your thoughts. So please Tata Scream and also kupari gift, guys. Kupari gift, man. Oh, I sat here yesterday for King for 4 hours on top of having woken up at 3 a.m. to go watch Banyana, as we should do. But kupa listening, man. The gift mo kabona Mufasa usendile. Tanko. Follow also if you have not followed. Okay, back to the game. Okay, Tito looks to be the one going wide, or maybe they've switched there. Mati Mujala's busy on TikTok live. I saw his lives. They're interesting though. Remember, Stellenbosch attacked us on the left back and scored with 2 long balls. Says Wahib. Oh, aye, Marabongs, aye, Bongs. That was from the training ground so far. Pirates are no one. Lebza, welcome to the show, Lebza. No see you, Moban. No see you, Mobani. Katimia. 17 minutes have gone by. Pirates has been the brighter of the 2 teams. But I don't think they've fashioned a clear-cut chance as of yet. There've been flashes of it. Mahopa getting a ball in the box there, they just couldn't put down at the right angle for him to take advantage of it. So let's see how they can carry on pushing. And if Stellenbosch is also going through a tactical change. Last season, they were pretty much a counter-attacking team where they try and make sure that Reyners and Titus, Reyners and Adams, or Reyners and Van Rijk would come out. So they'd sit back, absorb pressure, play the ball out, chase it, and then put you in a 2-man set. They beat Pirates last season in the first game of the season for Pirates, if I'm not mistaken, through a Reyners goal, which was the 2-man counter. But now they're a very forward-playing team, Stellenbosch. They press from the front, 3 players up front with a 10 in De Jong sitting behind them. And they try and be a lot more positive and pushing. And what that has done is that it's made them a lot more open to attacks. You can score a lot easier versus the Stellenbosch, but it does help them in overwhelming teams when they do attack and they go forward. You have to look out for those 4 players, and then it becomes a bit dicey there. But yeah, let's see what they can do. Oh, cross for who, right? Oh, okay. No stress. Pele. Graduation in the middle of the week. Yet to see the Maroons trouble Sipo. I think Pirates is doing very well in this game of sort of separating their attack and defense. If you can see, they're trying very hard to stay defensively solid. They're not pushing too many people up. They did have those moments there and there with Munyane and Hoto, but for the most part, they're not pressing like that. They're not sending that many players forward. So I think they're doing well of marshalling Stellenbosch well at this time. Maybe you do need to stay in a back four just so that you can fight the three that's going to be attacking you, the 3 and the 4 that's going to be attacking you. Oh, Titus. What the hell? They win. Pirates look like they can score at any minute using long balls. Lusani says, hey, Mara. So 19 minutes in. Let's see how they're going to play and how we're going to see the rest of this game out. Problem with Pirates is that at any moment they could hit you, as they said. At any moment, they could hit you on the counter, and it can be a different game. So let's see how it's going to pan out. Yeah, if you can initiate a counter here. If you could initiate a counter here. Aye. Guys, can I ask a question? Where does Hotto rank for you guys in terms of left backs? Or let me ask this. When we look at left backs, who are the top 5 left backs? Let's say the top 5 left backs in the country right now. I know Konabo Pasadini, you'll count Abo Mudiba. Who are the best left backs in the league currently? And where does Hotto rank for you guys? A question for the comments. 20 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Yeah, the teams haven't done much really, if we're being honest, you know? If we're being honest. Okay, let me see. I just want to make sure that even on YouTube we are fine. Oh, Kenny, welcome to Casual Overthinker. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Halala. Check in the members area on YouTube. You'll be able to access the WhatsApp group. So in the members area, there's a link to the WhatsApp group. I'll let you in and we can go check it out there. At least Masongani cut the hair. Hey, Mara, Chusta. Benito says the council house is never full unless they play Man United. Hey. Linkisa ko Man United. Linkisa ko Man United. Inagidike it's a Man United. Let me see what's happening on the other side. Malaysian Ball Productions. How are you doing? Does Morena count since he plays anyway? No, I just want to know. Even if you can count Morena. Yeah, okay, let's let Morena in because I have a feeling that it's going to be a short list. But Paris did look the brighter of the two, though. That's true. Does Morena count since he plays anyway? It's top 5 wing backs. Mudiba Hotto Pasadin. Okay. Mudiba Hotto Pasadin. I've been hearing people speak about Hotto. We spoke about him the last time because it seemed he was the issue in the last game. And I just wanted to know, but do we even have wing back play like that? Left and right. I mean, who's on the right-hand side? I guess everybody will say Mudau. You can probably add Morena. But other than that, who else is there? You know, is Morena a left back or a striker? He's a right back, actually. He's a right wing back. Scratch that. He's a right wing back. Scratch that. Pasadin is crucial to the steady setup. Captain, my captain. I guess we'll see today since he's not here in this game. I'm so interested to see Tito because he's not going to see a lot of the ball today. Today is not a game for him. But also coming back into that midfield, looked a little bit sluggish versus CR Luis Dad in that first half. But it is what it is. Morena has been played both on both right and left, and he has excelled. When we do our rankings, should we hold the teams against them? So, for example, Mudiba is the 3rd best left back according to what we're saying. But is it because of his defensive abilities or is it because of his inverting? And do you make defensive more important than attacking? How do you balance that? But dear Kaizer Junior, get us Pasadine. Ay, and bafuna bonke. Pasadine wabantu, you want him to go to Chiefs? Na yalandelu totally. Totally was Spurs. Score prediction 1-1. Says did Ebo go? Did Ebo go? Hey Mara, did Ebo go? Score prediction 1-0. 1-1. He says on that side. But let's see. So far, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
I don't know what's going on here. The two teams, they're very cautious. They're very cautious. They're not playing up high. Pirates for 62% possession. Stellenbosch usually has a lot more energy, but I guess when you're playing versus Pirates, you don't want to jump too high because Unkot and Mfukeng can finish you very quickly. You know, so I'm not sure. I don't know about that. How exciting this game is going to be. I mean, currently Pirates has 4 chances, 2 on target, whereas according to the stats, whereas Stellenbosch has 0-0. They have not done anything to change goal. Maybe they're trying to Makesi this thing. Shapeka counter 1 or 2 counters, and then go and score from that. Just making sure of something, guys. Apologies. Counter from there. Counter from there. Kota, make the run. Kota, make the run. Oh. You see, now Tito is the highest player, which almost worked out there because he was pulling the center back. I still would like Machupa to be doing that role, but it seems like they're interchanging a lot. Machupa is going out to the left-hand side. Tito is now playing the false 9 role. Nkota stayed in his position, but I guess Mfukeng has dropped a little bit deeper. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because Umachupa has not been in this game. Has not been in this game, and I fear that his positioning is what takes him out of the game in terms of this wing position that he's playing. No, but look, there's Mfukeng. Nazo, there's the counter. Play it, play it! Tito with the shot just wide. I mean, Mfukeng with the shot just wide, eh? Almost confused the two. Lesego, unfortunately not. Copyright. I will get banned. I don't feel like getting banned. If you want to watch it for free, sabcsports.com, SABC Sport Facebook page, and SABC Plus. It should be there for free. So if you can watch me here, you can watch me there. If you do want to catch the game, that's according to the sources that are in the comments. Naki Shevileko 202. We're trying to be more tactical and keep busted in as far as possible from our post. Mara Pasadin's not in the game. Wahib. Pasadin's not playing this game. Problem, Machupa gets lost in the coach's system. Oh, SABC 1, there we go. Oh, Butsaka, okay. I hear you trying to be more tactical, but are you playing to the strengths of your players? Because for me, what happens in this system is that you lose Machupa's strengths, you're losing Utito's strengths. Mfukeng, I don't know if he's ready to be the 10-8, but I guess you have to give Jose credit for even trying him there. So yeah, there's the counter. There's De Jong, yellow card. There's De Jong, yellow card. Right? No card. Yeah, yellow card's busy. Pirates has the ball possession. Yeah, it's deep, 62%. Unnecessary yellow card. Busy, unnecessary yellow card. Butaka looks more of an effective player in the final third. Lebza says Tito misses playing those high quality players in Bafana. High quality players from where, Lebza? From where are these high quality players from? We should have started Mabasa instead of Mahopa. Or here's a radical one. Play Damin instead of a Tito. Have Makaula play as a deep six with Mbata and Damin in front of him, and then have Udaireng, Umahupa come back into false nine and have the guys up top. So basically, 4-1-2-3. That could work. But they chow each other's space, eh? Oh, still is. Oh, Khotrapa guys. Mara Titus. Pirates will lose. Lana, I'm scared, says D479. Wahib says Babasa is more complete. As Pamadla says, no Pirates wins today. Makaula and Bata and Relay in the 10. I'm more happy with a 4-3-2-1. So would you play the 4-3-2-1 with Mabasa? I'm assuming. Because Lana, I'm not sure. There's still the spaces. Like, you still have the opportunity. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, God, that takes a shot there. Saved by the keeper. I think he should have ran with it first time. He tried to bring it back to his left foot. Babas up top with the Relay Nkota behind him. Okay, interesting. Relay's maturing every day, says unspecified odd guy. Maturing every day. How long can you keep this up? Diamond Mitri of Makaula Mbata Dlamini. Nice shot. Mahau testing the keeper there. If there's one thing about Nkota, he's not afraid to shoot. But the problem is when he scores, after scoring his 2 goals, when he's chasing that hat-trick, I catch her. He starts missing, he starts taking the wrong decisions. But yeah, Maluma Kuto did talk about him. Play it. There we go. There's the ball. There's the ball I was saying, Guti. Let's see what Titus can do. And Titus finishes. Counter-attack. 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 32 minutes. Stellenbosch has taken the lead versus Pirates, much against the run of play, but exploiting the space that is left by Umunyane. Exploiting the space that is left by Umunyane at the back. Pirates is now 1-0 down. Stellenbosch doing what Stellenbosch does. This is pretty much what they want to do when they come and play these games. So, hey, very, very, very interesting. Yeah. Left or right back? Wonderful finish, Titus. Wonderful finish. Did he just shush the Pirates fans? Guarantee, we don't have rules against those things. Oh, what a finish. Oh, what a finish. What a finish. But did someone check the PSL log? Oh, Lebza, Mara. Mara, Lebza. I don't trust teams that score first against Pirates. Stellies has a history of doing this. Stellies has a history of doing this. I've said why Rooney should have started with Mabasa. Clara. One attack that looked decent for the Maroons results in a goal. But it's what they were looking for. I mean, we spoke about it at the beginning of the game that if Pirates has a weakness in this setup that they have, is that the left and right backs get pushed up all the way. And Uspisi no Sesane are a little bit slow to keep up with that. And maybe now they're struggling because you don't have any defensive-minded players. You don't have that many defensive-minded players. Mara, these flies. You don't have any defensive-minded players when you're playing this game like that. So maybe La Shota Komraho. First warning sign was Usibisi. getting a yellow card all the way up to the halfway line when he didn't need to be at the halfway line. So that tells you that people are out of position. Can Pirates come back? Let's see. Sasane made a mistake there, says Lirato. What a goal, what a finish, beautiful stuff, says Buhlale. They're tired of staying in number one, says it to me. They want to make it competitive. There we go again. There we go again. Oh, Pirates. These teams should know how to properly play a high line, says Oguhle. It's like Sundowns defenders. They just never get tested. Credit to Stellies, though. Yeah, no, big credit to Stellies. They exploited that thing. Does Titus come from the Stellenbosch Academy? I believe so. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I believe he comes from the academy. So as it stands, Pirates stay number 2 with 21 points, owing to the fact that Sundowns has scored more goals and conceded the second least. So that's how it stands right now. Stellenbosch should be moving into that number 3 position that they were in for a while. Hey, guy, I'm sorry. There's things flying around me here. As the Pitora Hochesa. Yeah, I played MTC, nah? Another great success story from there. Pirates needs to show us they want to be champions by coming back to win the game. Decide how you want to play. Decide how you want to play. That's all I'm going to say. Decide how you want to play. If you're going to continue with this, rather have Mabasa on the pitch. Then he wins it again. Here comes that overwhelm. Guys. Here comes that overwhelming. Ooh, if Pirates opens up, Stellies tends to punch again. That's the thing about Stellies. They tend to punch again. You'll think you're done, but then they'll just carry on. So yeah, 1-0. Boys. Okay. So 37 minutes in, Stellies is leading 1-0. Mr. OT lost it December. Stellies beat Pirates 3-2. Looks like a repeat. Says Luchede. Musa says Pirates has lost this game. Chena says, I wanted Pirates to win. Maraish, who scored the goal? It was Devin Titus who scored the goal. Okay, so let me ask. Do you, in this game now, and maybe it's something that wasn't an issue before, do you find that maybe Pirates might struggle a little bit since the goals that they've scored haven't necessarily come from a build-up or, you know, like a move or moves. They've come from long shots. They've come from, you know, those type of goals that have been scored, you know, Mpukeng, they've been scoring some incredible goals. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit unfair. Some of them goals have been converging into the box, so I don't want to be too unfair. But is anybody worried about Pirates creating chances in these games? And maybe are you worried about Pirates maybe conceding some goals? I know in the league again, they've conceded the least. But is that a worry? Is it something that we have to look out for going forward? Just let me know in the comments. Why is the Stellenbosch jersey more beautiful than the bafana? Velile. Ungazi lana uzosidistracta. Yasidistracta manje. Oh, two-man counter. The ball was too wide there. You played it too wide. Way too wide. Pirates says to the more you attack, the more you open yourselves up. Stellenbosch wants to play this type of game. The only thing that gives you a bit of a chance is that Stellenbosch is not there last year where they shut the back door. There's De Jong. There's the 10. There's that 10 player I was talking about. You see 4 players up. Hey, well, we'll come from behind here and win this one, says Wahib. Pirates, I've been watching their games. Even the game versus Richards Bay was a lucky win. And I don't want to term it as lucky, but I want to ask you, does Pirates maybe have a bit of a scoring problem from moves? Like Abom Fukeng tend to disappear in the game. Abom Mahupa tend to disappear in the game. Mahupa's goals as well, they've been rebounds and things like that. And again, it's not to say it's a big problem, but can we question those type of things now? We're waiting for Jose to sit and play with the grass. So when you see him sit down, it's like when Ferguson used to do this. Speaking of Man United, when Ferguson used to do this, you know that something is coming. Copyright. Utlali says United are winning. Ow, Amorem. Lebza says that's how you become a champion, by winning when you shouldn't. No, I completely understand. I completely understand. But what happens in games like this where you have to come from behind? Because for the most part, Pirates has been on the front foot in a lot of their games up to this point. Does they change something in order to make this a scoring thing? You know? Or do they just stay patient and wait for the Nkota long shot, or the Mbata long shot, or the Mfukeng long shot? Should they also just do that? Who knows? Mfukeng are the type of players that love taking players on. But then you take them out of the game if you're playing this longish game that Pirates is trying, or when you're going super wide and not allowing him to be in the wing, because he's been playing more centrally. And Hoto and Munyane have been on the ball a lot more. So do you take that away from him when you play this type of setup? I've got some interesting questions. So 41 minutes in, Stellenbosch leading 1-0. Halftime, I'll let in 5 people. We'll have a conversation about what we're seeing in the game and maybe what type of changes and analysis you guys have as well. I'm waiting until 70 minutes for us to come out fighting, says Wahib. EJ says, Pirates forever has a scoring problem. I think they were scoring pretty well last year, but I like the game they were playing this year. We were just, I guess, waiting for Pirates to be tested fully, you know. I like the game that Pirates has been playing. This is just purely from analysis or being a little bit critical watching the games. Pirates doesn't necessarily score out-and-out goals that come like straight from a move that they've started or something that they've initiated. Like, I could tell you exactly how Stellenbosch was going to try win this game. 2-man counter, try go on the left or right-hand side of the defense when Munyane and Hoto are pushed up. It's something that Stellenbosch has done quite a bit. Does Pirates have something similar to that? I would have thought by now they would have seen with Umahupa that when you have him on the pitch, you play the ball directly up the middle high. He wins the first ball. Then those two guys go in, the 2 boys go in and score. But we haven't seen that either. So I'm asking about that. Pirates will win this game. They will come back strong in the second half as always, says Sammy. No, Avogile Tom, no party, says Beggar. 881. You have Musa saying Stellenbosch minimizing chaos by being organized, and it frustrates the Pirates players. Lebza says Pirates scores towards the end of the game, so I'm not celebrating yet. 86 minutes, they'll be scoring. But by then, could Stellenbosch have scored another one? I guess the question I'm asking is, how does Pirates approach the rest of this game? You can't be too adventurous because Titus wants to catch you. Titus and De Jong will want that break where it's going to be them versus Usbisi, a slower CBC, for example. So what do you do in this situation as the Pirates? Because it's risky corner either way. Remember that thing I said yesterday during the Chiefs game, that in as much as you're now going into attack mode and you're playing to try win, Stellenbosch has the ability to still be threatening while being defensive. So how does Pirates continue on with this. Stellenbosch is balancing the game very well. But Manu 2-0. Alson Tabi, welcome, Alson Tabi. I'm not sure, guys. Ghana, where is Pasadine? Can somebody just confirm there? Isn't he injured or something? We spoke about it earlier. Musa says this is a huge test for Pirates. Stellis is not afraid of Orlando, man. I saw Escotini, man. Stellis is not that afraid of Escoti. Waste time, boy. Waste time. I believe Pirates must go more attacking with being more physical. Oh, attending. Okay, there we go. Luscopio said he's attending the birth of his child. Pasadine just had a newborn today. Okay, there we go. There's the answer, guys. For those who are wondering where Pasadine is, Pirates are going to win. Says Bogani says, sub-evidence, get Tekhufatso in the game. Then let Aboko Melon express themselves. That could work. That could work. Hi, Lebza. I also had the question, but I'm not going to do that. Decima Shele, Lebza, Pandenom, and Mufasa, thank you so much for the gifts that you guys have been sending. Tata Scream, guys. Tata Scream. Let's try rank very high. We need to Tata Scream and rank as high as possible. It helps with the visibility of the show. So Tata Scream, we are into stoppage time, reference time. They've added 3 minutes, 3 minutes added on. So let's see what's going to happen here. I'm really disappointed with Pirates' better days. Nkot does not make sure says Uskara Fish. Yeah. I said in one of my videos, honestly, that most of the teams are coming to that point in their season where there's going to be questions asked. You know, the beginning of the season is usually good for you. A lot of teams, good for you. You come out swinging, everything looks good. But you're getting to the places where now it starts becoming a bit of a craft, you know? And I think these are the games that, these are the games that separate champions, if that makes sense. Where, you know, if Pirates can make this one a draw, now he's crouched down. He's crouching down, Jose Rivero. He's taking the Rivero pose. Can we expect something? Also, do you think the recent history studies have a psychological advantage over? Yeah, it could also be, actually, it could also be a hoodoo team. It could also be a hoodoo team. Studies do have the most wins in the last 5 games. They've got 3 wins versus Pirates is 2. And of course, man, Pirates is a different beast in cup games. Maybe in the league, Stellenbosch can do something here. If Pirates lose today, then the league is lost for them. Wahib says we shall score. Are you guys telling me that the tide is turning? That the Sundowns were complaining about is not doing this? Interesting. Interesting. What's going on? They're going to make it indirect. Yeah, indirect. Can Paris do something here at the last minute? Shouldn't that be a card? Oh, Stevens, we've been praising you this whole time. Why did he pick it up? Lapse of concentration. That should be a card. Put Saleng Dlamini and Babasa in. On the bench, you have Buthelezi, Maela Mako, Van Rooyen, Tim Kimfiudi, Muleleki, Dlamini, and Babasa. Those are the guys that are there. Momo, there was a back pass that was picked up by the goalkeeper. Sundowns doesn't have competition in this Betway League, says Better Days. Mara, this keeper, that's meant to be a card. Please remember that it's indirect, man. Check that the ref has his hand up, please. He removed the gloves thinking the game is halftime. Oh. But that was wasn't that a back pass? That was a back pass though. Indirect free kick in the box, that was a while. It's been a while, eh? The story is that Zamalek is dealing with personal problems. I wonder if they've even thought about this situation. I wonder if they've even thought about a situation like this. Indirect in the box. A man can forget it's a back pass. Not at this level. Not at this level. I'm not gonna say that. If she's listening, it wasn't me, it was agent. If she's listening, it was not me, it was agent. Please. Oh, Marisa, welcome back. Yo, this has to be a goal. The thoughts and views expressed in the comments and by panelists on the Overthinking Football Show are not those of the Overthinking Football Show or the host. Nazo. Akiri agent. Hey. Thank you, Alston Tabi, for the gifts. This has to be a goal. It just happened at the Chelsea game, back pass. There's nothing Orlando Pirates can do. They're going to miss it. Is anybody guarding a runner here? Oh, Toure. Yellow card 9. Is the ref setting the wall? What's happening? Play it to the side. Play it to the side. Somebody can shoot from that side. Stellenbosch is guarding the near post. Oh. Poor pass, poor finish. That was the drama for halftime. Maybe Stellenbosch they've got something crazy from there. Go Stellenbosch. Maybe but clearly something from Western Cape agent. Okay, halftime. I'm gonna let in 5 people. Let's have a conversation about what we've seen from this first half. If we can get to 25k, then I will keep it open and everybody can jump in and give me a minute of what they're thinking of this game. So please feel free to request. You have to be following me in order to request. Bottom of your screen, there's a button that says multi-guest. It's got a blue figure hugging a pink figure. Click on it. I let you in. We have a conversation. And you can join me like Spoo.
OT, how are you, my brother?
Man, I'm good. Spoo, tell me about this game. How do you feel about this first half?
I think, to be honest, I feel it's like a game of 2 halves. You know, I feel Stellenbosch dominated the first half. We don't have to lie about it, especially in terms of holding the ball and being in control of the game. But I think Pirates are going to come back stronger. I also feel we need Dlamini. We desperately need Shenko in that midfield. I don't know.
Who would you take out? Who would you take out for Shenko?
Mbata hasn't been himself, in the past 2 games. Even in Africa, he hasn't been doing well. So I'll definitely sacrifice Mbata and keep Makaula so that Makaula can help Shenko and Tito in terms of defensive. But I also feel Pirates are going to come back very, very strong in the second half. We haven't been ourselves. The way we play, the way we display our football, especially in the first half, it wasn't really the honest, Pirates. But one thing again, I mean, you don't score first if you want to beat Pirates. You shouldn't score first. It's a trap.
But isn't it also a trap when you're playing versus Stellenbosch? Because this is what Stellenbosch does. They like these type of games.
Yeah, Stellenbosch has been a problem for us, to be honest. They've been, if you can check the last 5 games, they also, if you can go check last year's December, they came back from behind, they beat us in Orlando. And that was the different Stellenbosch. They had Reyners, they had Van Rooyen,
Van Wyk.
they had Van Wyk, So yes, they can be dangerous, to be honest. To Pirates, they are normally very dangerous. But I have a strong feeling Pirates are gonna come back because they haven't really showed up. We haven't seen the Pirates that we know,
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna ask you what you changed. Let me just get everybody on.
Okay.
Let me go to Wahib. Wahib, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you?
I'm good, Oti. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, Wahib. Wahib, tell me about this game. How do you feel about this first half?
It's a frustrating first half, Oti. We can't get the final touch and we're getting lost in the midfield. Our players doesn't bring the urgency. There's no willingness to run. There are a couple of chances, but we need to be clinical up front. That's why I'd like to say Mabasa needs to come on to show that the effectiveness up front. We have to run. We have to close down. Torre is a very good centre back. That's why we need Mabasa physically. We don't need a target man. That's not our type of football. We should go for the goals and not hold up play.
Tell me, Wahib, about your play. I wanna speak a little bit about that play. Your front line and your midfield. What do you feel about the way that they play?
I don't think there's balance. There's no balance between the two because I think Mapasa brings you more of a complete striker up front and Mafukeng and Kota can take advantage of that because his runs and his awareness on the ball, it's very good. And I think Mabasa is crucially needed now because we need to score. In about 70 minutes, I would like to see Pirates score at least 2 goals.
Okay. Let me bring him to Terence. Terence, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, brothers, how are you?
No, I'm good. Welcome. Tell me about the first half. Yeah?
I told people the other day, Guti, Pirate doesn't have depth in their squad.
Okay.
They've got first 11 players, of which the more games you play, the more fatigued you become, the more mileage you have. I want a depth because if you look carefully, the CAF game took everything out of them. Okay. The CAF game. It took a lot out of Pirates players. If Pirate had depth on their squad, the coach should be rotating some players, minusing that one, and giving other players some time. This thing I told people, the Karabari, no, Pirates on song, guys, listen, it's still early hours of the morning. Because of there's CAF Champions League, there's cup games, there's everything. And Pirates got a solid Super 11 players. If you look at the bench, you can only point out 3 or 2 players that can come in and make an impact on today's game. But let's see second half what would happen. But it's going to be a very long season for Pirates, unless on the January transfer window something happens.
If it's not broken, don't fix it. Do you think that it was always going to play out like this for Pirates, that you're going to play that first team until something breaks?
Let me tell you something, Prayagan. If it's not broken, why fix it? But this is football that we're talking about. People plan against you. People plan against you. Don't forget, you're not the only one who's playing. People plan, okay, there's Hoto, there's Tito, there's, people plan against those individual players on certain games.
Yeah.
If you take out 1 or 2 players on the day, which means the team doesn't have rhythm. So you need someone from the bench who will come and pick the team up, who will individually carry the team on the day. So who's doing that today on Pirate? Who's doing that? There's no one who will say, you know what, today's game, I'm going to carry this game to my shoulders. Okay, they'll come back second half chasing the game.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you open up and chase the game, goal number 2.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna ask you specifically about what you changed, but I want to bring in some people. Let me bring you to Hansel. Hansel, the concierge.
Hey, Mr. Oti, how are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Tell me about this first half.
Oh, well, the first half, Paris started like a house on fire always. A few missed chances that I think they should have capitalized on, which is a typical game of football. You miss your chances, you're going to get punished, right?
Okay.
Also, I had a problem with CBC. The way he passes the ball and the way he goes to the center half, it's concerning because when he passes the ball from there, he passes to Maswanganyi, and then Maswanganyi loses the ball.
Yeah.
And then from there, they pass it. Yeah, and then from there, it's a long ball. He can't recover. Munyani is already there because he's a wing back. He's not in his position, right? So it means now Sesane and CBC must track back and try to cover. That's how that goal came in about. And both of them, Sesane and CBC, they are not fast. That's why you see now Otto is coming from number 3 to cover for number 2.
Number 2
Munyani is up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it also becomes a game of two halves. And I think also Mufukeng and Nkota, they are a bit quiet. I don't know if it's the matter of fatigue or they are just pocketed. Tito is a bit flat-footed. He's not playing the way that he usually plays, and he's losing the balls a lot of times. Yeah, for me, I just feel like they're a bit flat-footed for now. We'll see how the second half goes.
Let me come back. Let me come back and go to Kes. Kes with Sundowns. Welcome to the show. How are you?
How is it, Mr. Oti?
I'm right, man. I'm over my stuff. Tell me about this game.
I once said it, Mr. Oti. You know, the only time you only get to say that Pirates is really this good is when they start to play the CAF games, the cup games, and also this domestic football. That pressure on its own, because you can't compare Sundowns and Pirates, because Sundowns, they have pressure on them. It doesn't matter which game they are playing. That pressure that piles on them, Sundowns has dealt with that pressure very good, beautifully so. So now, that is the question that I was asking about Pirates. Will they be able to deal with that pressure with the squad that they have?
Yeah.
With the quality that they have in that squad, will they be able to deal with the CAF and come back and deal with the domestic and still challenge for a domestic? Because remember, they're also defending in some of these cups. So they still have to defend some cups and still fight for the league and go and still fight for CAF. Do they still have that in them? Honestly, I doubt. They still have to pick and choose here and see, just say, okay, let's let go of this one and let's focus on this one. Because if they chase everything, they will lose everything.
Okay. Let me go to Usbu. Sbu, tell me, what should they do in the second half? What should both teams do in the second half in order to win this game?
Well, I'll start with Pirates. Pirates should bring in Shenko. I think they need that Kabero Dlamini there to link with Tito and also to complement Relay and Nkota with his long passes. And then Stellenbosch don't have to do much. They can continue doing what is called a low block, allow Pirates to come to them, set out those two fast players like Titus. Yeah, he mustn't drop too much, and they must be able to Dooley should be able to locate him in time so that they can also punish and put maybe, let's say, 2 goals for Pirates. But however, Pirates can still come back. I strongly believe they will because they haven't showed up. We haven't seen the Pirates that we saw against TS Galaxy, and this isn't the strongest of styles. So as I said before, it's a game of two halves. I strongly believe Pirates are gonna come back. The next 5-10 minutes, we'll see a goal, especially if they introduce Kabelo Dlamini.
What's your score prediction?
2-1. I strongly feel Pirates is still going to come back and score at least 2 goals.
Okay. Let me bring in Hansel. Hansel, tell me what these teams need to change in the second half in order to win the game.
Mr. Oti, I think in the side of Stellis for now, there is no reason to change because so far they are playing well, right? They haven't been much exposed, so it means they are good to go. And then in terms of Pirates, I think they should just wait until maybe the 50th minute and then try to see if Relay is coping, if Nkota is coping, and then put in replace the wingers and then also replace Mahopa because today he's playing like a winger. I don't understand his role today.
Yeah.
And he's not effective when he's playing like that. So rather, if he's not giving you anything, rather put him in his original position or remove him. And then and I also think it's time Muleleki comes in because they don't have that much data from him. He's also a good player. And I also think maybe Dlamini and Kim Vidi should come in because now either one of Macaul and Bata should go out and attack because now we don't have anything to lose. We are losing already. We are trailing. So they must play.
But tell me about that defense then. What must happen got defensing? Because I hear you speaking about Kim Vidi and all those guys coming in. Mara, it's Stellenbosch. The more you come at them, the more likely they are to go back the other way.
Yeah, I think they can just do what usually Paris does. They can put Marco in the left back, Hoto in the right back, because Munyani, when he goes up, he doesn't trail back. He doesn't come back in time. I think that will give it a balance. And CBC must stop taking unnecessary touches and trying to go in the middle field like he's a CDM. He's a defender. He must just stay where he's supposed to stay because he's even slow.
Yeah.
And he's passing unnecessary short passes. Long passes and then go back to your position because these people, they are faster than you. And I think Titus will be out of steam around the 70th minute. So yeah.
What's your score prediction?
I think 3-2.
3-2. Okay. Spoo, I would ask you one last thing. The defense.
Yes.
How do you fix the defense? Because we're all talking about attacking changes and attacking. What happens like a move? How do you make sure that Stellenbosch doesn't catch you sleeping or by surprise?
I feel Monyane shouldn't push as much as high as he did in the first half. As I said, the introduction of Kabelo Dlamini would help Nkota to be the one that adds number on that right-hand side. Mfukeng to also cut because he's very good in terms of passes. And also, this hasn't been, to be honest, the best of Stellenbosch. They haven't been fast, they haven't been pacey as much as we know them. So they are trying to approach this game as much as Pirates in a slow manner and try to exploit Pirates, especially in their defense, since they know Monyane pushes higher, same as Hoto, he also pushes higher. So if one of them could remain in the back to add, between Sesane and Sibisi, just Monyane to drop, not to push as high as he was. And then maybe Hoto can be that extra man because Relay normally cuts and gets into that number 10 position into the middle. Then Hoto can push on the left. But I strongly believe Pirates are going to come back stronger.
Okay. No, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me here halftime. If we can get to 25,000 likes, so tap the screen, it's free. 25,000 likes, then we can go to, I can keep it open and guys like Abo Fiso, guys like Abo, people like Abo Weshi, there's been a couple of people that have requested and let go. They can jump in and we can have a conversation about what we're seeing there. We are back in the second half. If you want to know what the time is, add 45 to whatever my timer says. So for now, it says we're 6 seconds in. It will tell you that it's 45 and 6 seconds in when you add 45 to it. Okay, here's my thing. I think there's little niggling things that Pirates are dealing with in this game that are maybe hampering them in the way that they're approaching this game. Asiu Dlamini has come onto the pitch for Makaula. So here's some of the things. The defense. We all know that Pirates' one big weakness is that they love pushing both up. And in this game, they're very heavily trying to play on the wings so that they can allow Abumfukeng to come inside, right? And I don't know if that is working out for them. Because when they come inside, I think it makes it a little bit easier for Stellenbosch to keep Abonkota under reps because we don't have to be stretched and go too far wide. So that's number one. That opens them up to a counter. If I counter on them and you hit them on the wings, you are going to be able to get something from this game, because when you lose Mokwena and Hoto, you also lose the speed of the defense. And when you lose the speed of the defense, it means that if we can run directly at you, we're going to be facing some slow defenders there and taking advantage of that. Number two, up front, I don't know what Makgopa is meant to be doing in this game. I don't know what the plan is to have Makgopa here, because Makgopa is a box central, is the central target man type player. So when you have a Makgopa running on the wing, number one, you lose his height and his ability to win the first ball from the center, but also what you lose is the ability to play the ball. Because once he gets the ball on the wing, he's not the best of the passers, he's not the best of taking people on, right? So you also lose that side of his game. Then the other part is that I feel like Makgopa and Tito cannot play in the same team, because they end up taking up each other's space. And what I'm thinking is happening here is that Makgopa is going out wide in order to give Tito some space to go play, and Mofokeng is tucking inside because maybe he's a little bit more adaptable to Tito, and that's taking them away again. Also, when you go wide, you miss out on Tito. Tito's biggest strength is getting the ball, really controlling the game. But if the control of the game is coming from the wings, Agaseku Tito, he can't play, right, in those roles. So if I was to change something here, I'd tell Pirates that at any given moment, you have to have 3 defenders at the back. At any given moment, you have to have 3. If Hoto pushes up, Mokwena stay back. If Mokwena pushes up, Hoto stay back. Then take Mofokeng out to the wing. Take Mofokeng out to the wing. Let him look at his man and beat his man looking at him, because that's what he's strong at. I'm not sure if Mofokeng is good enough to play that 10 fully as we want him to. He could grow into it, but for now, I don't know if he's got the temperament for it. I would take out Makgopa if I'm being 100% honest. That will maybe free up Tito to be able to play 10 properly and give the Stellenbosch team some shadows to chase. In terms of Stellenbosch, I think they're doing fine. I think at times the only thing that might hurt them is they get a little bit too excited in their attack, and instead of committing the 4, you've got the 4 that you always throw. You can see it literally right there, right now. There's 4 that they always put forward, right? But then sometimes they want to bite the apple a bit too much, and they bring in 5 and 6, and that is where you're going to be hurt. Oh, so yeah, that's what I'm seeing from this game. Stellies wants this game to play out like this. I think Pirates is going to struggle in terms of the more they attack Stellies, the more they open up at the back. So if they can be disciplined with the 3, I think maybe they can get away with coming back into this game. De Jong is very deep. Wow. De Jong is very deep. Don't be too cute. Take the shot if you need to take the shot, man. Like I said, guys, 25K. If you can tap the screen and get to 25K, I'll let people in, and you can tell me, you can give me a minute, 2 minutes of what you're thinking about the game, and we can have a conversation. I'll ask you a couple of questions as well. Stellenbosch who caught napping in the first quarter, says Nkululeko. Banyana says there's no... Scalada. Bata should be taken out. Dlamini in. Pirates should have gotten at least 2 goals in that first 15 minutes, says Nkululeko. Sipo says Stellenbosch are shaking at the back and Pirates will score. Which is funny because a midfield of Mbata and Dlamini gives you a better chance to score as Stellenbosch. So I don't know if Stellenbosch is just going to now just get out of this critical phase. Maybe start playing again, Boma 55 minutes. Oh, there's that counter that they want. There's that counter. Guys, De Jong is such an underrated player, eh? He's such an underrated player. He is the pressure valve. I speak of pressure valves in that when things are going wrong, you need those guys that you can play the ball up to and they can just hold it. They can just hold it. Look at him doing step overs there. Doesn't lose the ball. And if he needs to play the through pass, he plays the through pass. That man is underrated, Utio. Is underrated. Why is Makgopa the one that's crossing the ball? Butlali, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Chiefs needs this kind of defense. Chiefs' defense, tibang. It's about structure, Nombulelo. It's just about structure. I will die on this. And sorry to divert just a little bit, but I will die on this. I will die on this grave, on this hill. Chiefs does not have bad players, but the players are set up in a way that makes them look bad. We're having this conversation in the WhatsApp group, the Overthinking Football WhatsApp group. If you want to join on YouTube, subscribe, click on join. In the members area, there's a link to the WhatsApp group. But Chiefs has an issue with the way that the defenders are structured. If you want to park the bus, there's a way to park the bus. There's a science towards it. If you want to defend a certain way, you have to do stuff. But now, tactically, those players are being played out of position, and they're being asked to do things that they're not good at, right? And it's now seasonal. Every year, we've seen the thing. Dortley is an incredible left center back. Gets exposed because Cross goes and pushes up, because Cross has to cover for Sereno, for example. And then the two CDMs are not coming back for them. So now, because they're out of position, this one is uncomfortable because he has to go somewhere else. And I'd like to remind Chiefs fans, when you speak about quality, Msimango was a Bafana player, captain of TS Galaxy. He was a national team player. Njabulu Ngobo was the defender of the year, the season we got him. Dortley is an international right now. Abohlanti were playing. Ditlokwe was the captain of Botswana, one of the most important players, go Supersport. So at what point will we start saying there's no player that's going to save Chiefs' defense? You just need structure. If you look at how this Stellenbosch team sets up in their defensive duties, watch, it's always 4. Their right back just left. There was somebody who cut inside and made it a 4. Okay, they're about to lose it there at the top. But it's structure. Parking the bus has a science to it. If you're going to park the bus, defending has a science to it. So if you're not going to do those things, you are going to be punished all the time. All the time. I just want you guys to watch Stellenbosch's defense for the next 5 minutes. And I'm jinxing them right now. Pirates is probably going to score, but just watch their defense. Look at how they move. Look at how they cover each other. You see what happened with Ukros leaving his position to go push up on the left wing. It happened right there where the red back had to go out. Immediately, Titus, I think it was Titus, falls into that space and keeps them whole. You don't just do these things. But anyway, let me not get away from it. The game will end up in a draw, says Ongama. Wahib says we need those subs now ASAP before they score and make it hard. Moki said defending is the most important part of the game. Yeah, and people think that, I think a lot of the time we think defense is just, we take for granted defenders and the job that they need to do and how organized they need to do and how the defense is, number one, a unit's job. So left, right backs, 2 center backs, but then also how does the rest of the team defend around you? Like, for example, Usbisi will be in trouble if he's left in a 2 all the time. And it's not because of Usbisi, it's because I am now facing players that are going to skin me one-on-one. Whereas if you keep somebody back and you say there's 3 of you, or there's pace, or if Usbisi has to be pulled out, there's somebody there, then you start defending better as a team. I think we forget about those things when we speak about defense. Defense is very much a team thing. Your whole team has to be in it, or else there's trouble. I've said they're very tight and aggressive, also physical. Cupido, Lou. Ongama says we need to work on our defensive capabilities. Well, it does look different when Da's there. I think Da is a calming presence for that defense. And Da and Sesane play very well together, even though Nabu, shown by the Pirates' record last season, they're not perfect. They're not, amazing in those positions. But yeah, you just need a marshal. You know why Luckily Khwati was such an important player for Pirates? It's because he was a director. He told people where to go. Do you know why Kune Williams, I think, is one of those people? Williams, why they're so good? They're directors. You need somebody who's going to give direction to the defense as to what's coming, where to go, where to stand. Tina Beskulu, Martin. Okay, let's see. Yesterday, He said his game broke your soul. Pirates is frustrated now. OT, watch how we score a beautiful goal to come back into this game. And it's going to be a random shot. It's going to be a random shot. Dion, guys. Dion, guys. Dion, guys. I'm telling you, Dion. Underrated, that guy. Doesn't have speed, doesn't have pace, doesn't have all those things, but he can hold the ball. If Chiefs, we need players that increases and decreases the players' tempo of the game. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Chiefs is doing half and half work. The attack is good, and they give 4 players to the attack. The defense doesn't have cover, or they don't think about the cover. I don't even think, actually, let alone that, play the ball. So if you have Dupree's on the pitch, don't send them to the right-hand side. Place him down the middle and run that defense ragged with him there. If you have Chivavairo, play the crosses. Simple. Do the simple thing. You don't have to be too smart about how you play. Um, 57 minutes. It is 1-0. Chiefs fans want every player that is good on the day. No, and Lebza, besides that, my issue then becomes, now you've got the good players. I mean, I just spoke about the guys. Think about it. Our defenders over the past few years, even the ones we don't like. Kanti was a Bafana international. Dove was one of the best left backs in the country at the time. That's the left back position. Then in the middle, you've had You've had Ditlokwe, you've had Msimango, you've had now we've got Miguel getting red cards out of the blue. We've had Dove playing in that position. We've had Austin Dube. We've had so many really good players. So when does it become a system thing? That's what Stellenbosch kills with. Stellenbosch kills with that. Even in the way that they play, understand what they do. We win the ball back. We look for De Jong, because De Jong is going to be the guy that calms it down for us or initiates that attack up front. You get me? So that's why, Kere, when you watch teams that understand how they play and want to play exactly how they play, these are the Stellenbosches of the world. Look, when they go forward on a counter, they only send 2 players up. Only 2 players. They go, we don't need to do too much. What, now they're back in a 5. Oh, Mahopa. There's that corridor pass I was telling you guys about. Hey, I think I might be cursing Stellenbosch here. Yo. Aggressive, this team. Cupido hasn't given them anything. Cupido hasn't given them anything. Mahopa must go now. We must let Mabasa come in and fight. Mara, guys, what did I say that was wrong? Look at Mahopa, for example. What did I say was wrong? What did I say? There's 2 ways to play Mahopa. Long ball up the center, or in between the defense and the goalkeeper. That's where you put the ball. Where did that chance come from? Exactly that space between the goalkeeper and the defense. Far post. Out the young guys, and Kalang the young guys. And Kalang the young. The intelligence there. Insane. Oh, there's the chance. There's the chance. There's They get excited. Agent is saying take Ture out. Skara saying Nkota out. SABCsport.com. You can watch it there. I want to see what, yeah, there. He likes those balls. So why put him out wide and make him do all these funny things, man? Okay, 25K. Feel free to jump in, guys. Tell me, I'm going to give you a minute. So just click the multi-guest button. I let you in. Give me a minute or two of what you're thinking, and then we can have a conversation about what's happening here. I may ask you a question or two based on what you're saying, and then we'll go from there. So feel free to request if you want to jump in, but you have to be following me in order to do that. Stellis is now, yeah, Latha now. Yeah, Latha now. Pirates need not panic. They just have to focus on the job at hand, nothing else. Stellies are too relaxed. They'll regret it. Yeah. Even the defending is becoming sloppy. After I gave them all that credit, the defending is becoming sloppy. Oh. Ooh, there was that long chance. There was that long chance that we were speaking about. The Pirates are going to look for that. No, based on the game. So you can jump in and we can have a conversation about what we're seeing here. Okay, here comes Mabasa. Hey, Stevens. Are we going to see Oscarin come in? Oh, what a shot. What a shot there by Umbat. Ahly will finish this week a little bit. Hey, Banna. Such a. Kipido's a -1. They need a quick outlet. The sad part is that they don't necessarily have one. Maybe Pili. Can Pili play that? You don't want to bring in Barnes because Barnes is too much of a ball player. Him and De Jong will just get in each other's way. Oh, Van Rooyen coming in. This is now to score before Mabasa coming on. Mabasa and Van Rooyen must come on ASAP. Q-Boy says this team Pirates is dangerous. 63 minutes in. Remember, add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the time of the game. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, Stellies is doing a little bit too much now. Stellies is doing. Give it back to him. No, you don't have to go wide. You don't have to go wide. Yeah, I mean, he was making a run. Late pass. Shot, Tito, shot. Oh! Shot, guys. Yeah, take the shot. Oh, Stellies is now struggling with the top of the box. They're struggling with the top of the box. Maybe they bring in a Chapa to hold that just in front of the box there. Oh. Our fans are singing for this result to happen. Agent, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. It's been a good weekend for me. Eh? Last weekend was bad. Now it's a good weekend for me. United 4, 4-0. But anyways, I just wanted to actually say something to you that it's actually disappointing that after all the talk that what is the Stellies coach's name again? Barker.
Barker. Steve, yeah, Steve Barker.
Yeah, Barker. Yeah, Steve. Something along the lines of, I think he was pleading indirectly with the groupers that this team is going to need a lot of traveling. Maybe we can take advices from Sundowns and use charters and stuff like that. I think he was asking for a private jet, essentially.
Yeah.
You know? And this didn't come because I've heard that Stellies actually delayed by a day. I think they arrived when soon though. I think they would have one training session coming to this game. So I'm wondering in 70th minute, are they going to be tired, or is the coach bringing more defenders? A case of saying, I know we're going to be tired, so maybe let's just defend our lives. If we get a point out of this, not a bad results considering what we went through this game. Yeah.
So then, agent, how do you think? I want to ask you about Pirates. What do you think of Pirates' setup? Because we've given them credit for being somewhat messy but getting the job done. But now they're starting to get tested. How do you feel about how Pirates is playing from what you've seen?
You recall what I said to you, that it's all well and good when you're getting the results. It's fine. But we saw this, that once the team scores against you and you have to come back, it's difficult. Sometimes it's playing like Rulani was playing. It's well and good when you're scrappy, when it's everything, you get the odd goal, you win, is fine. But the moment you are challenged and the team scores, you are done. But I still think that they're playing a bit well. Like I'm saying, I think tired leagues are going to play a role.
Thousand Tabi, mute, Thousand Tabi.
I see. Yeah, I still think that Pirates might get a goal because I think Steelers are getting tired and they've dropped way too deep for my liking, way too deep, But like I said, maybe it's a case of conserving energy, and they're taking chances, and like I said, sometimes when a team is on such a roll, you get an awkward deflection and it's a goal. It happens when you're in this kind of movement. But let's see. But I wouldn't be at all surprised if they can get a goal. But also, I won't be equally surprised if Steelers hold on, because, like I said, playing the chameleon is fine, it's good, but once you get tested, you go 1-0 up. Sometimes it's difficult to get into the mood, because now if you knew Pirates, I knew Pirates would be running helter-skelter now, but now they're trying, you can see they're trying to do it, but it's not coming out, because the body and the mind is used to now slowing the tempo down and playing it slowly, and, so yeah, that's the only worry about it.
Okay. No, agent, thank you so much. Let me go to Austin Tabi. Austin Tabi. Austin Tabi. Austin Tabi, o kena ka sound ka ntho tse kaofela.
Mamela, phone ya ka e sebetsa overtime, ke o shebile ne ke shebile game di le 2. So ha ke jwalo ha ke kgone ho bua le hore na ke kene jwang ha ke tsebe. Nna ha ke tlo bua next ka dipagane ya mara ke re ke kgotsofetse cause mona jareteng ho silent. Go utlwa ka ditsebeng re nka hantle ka dihlohong right now. So Stellenbosch ka sa tshwara jwalo fela for this 90 minutes sa salwa ke yona e setseng eo 30 something ba e tshwara fela Nedbank. Re tlo go bala ka peace.
Mara Austin Tabi, o santsana le nako ke 21 minutes e setseng. 21 minutes ke nako e telele man. Ba ka kora charity yao e ka rasa just now. Soon.
Kore right now I bona beauty langa ka stulo ka lo dula ka ntle ka fihla ka mamela show, it's fine. Mara the minute fela Pirates ka kora. Go nna ntwe ka ba jarete mona we. Jesus. Fela Stellenbosch fela skampa sa tshwara fela sanna bla ka tsantsa ba dira fela ba disa tsumba ya bapala rugby ha ona phoso guys le kore di goal tsela tsa rugby tsela, it's fine. Okay. Ibile ba mthetwa ke ena ntsa ha sa tla bantsa re ba thata di first shara right Stellenbosch gore ha ka re fela le tshwara la itumula la ishebisa kwa it's okay recordile.
Okay, Austin Tabi. Jabbar, Jurgens, and Barnes have come onto the pitch. Jurgens is actually one of the scarier players. Jurgens is actually one of the scarier guys. Agent says it's a pen. I thought it was going to be a pen because I thought it was a spy too. But when I saw it again, there might be enough contact on the board. It shouldn't have been a yellow, Shem, for Tito. Defensive ball. Yeah, guys. Hey, Mara, not going to commenting. Okay, so I think they're trying to revitalize a little bit. The only problem is that Barnes is not a pacey type player. Now he's Funugul Bamba, and when Barnes and De Jong are on the pitch together, hey, they tend to want to hold the ball a little bit too much when they're playing. So you probably expect the Jurgens to be the one going into the attacking areas and trying to push the ball up. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. They're doing that thing again. They're doing that thing that lost them the final. What is it? A 5-2-3-1. They're doing that thing again. No, 5-5-1-3-1. Where De Jong now becomes the lead person, the striker at the top. And yeah, he's not going to be in this game for long. He's not going to be as effective in this game. They're consolidating now. Look at the back. They're just going to try frustrate Pirates out of this game. And I foresee somebody taking a long shot and scoring. Their danger's gone. I think maybe in the second half sometime they should try put Titus into the middle. Make him like a out-and-out striker. Thank you, Master GD, for explaining there in the comments. Let me see. Evan. Hey, these comments are funny. Stellenbosch is sleeping now, says Sea Trail. Cupido, Cupido is not in this game. Cupido has not been in this game. It's not working for him. No. Wahib, I was saying I would have kept Titus on. So maybe later on they should try move Titus central and go from there. We've got Hector Sanchez on YouTube saying Messi al Barcelona. ¿Qué opinas? I don't have an opinion on that one. You guys just want this guy to come back. At Masamani, cut the hair, okay? I don't like what Stellies are doing. Lerato. I don't get it either. Because they're going to be under pressure for the next 20... And what is it? 22 minutes. For the next 22 minutes, they're going to be under the biggest pressure. And teams tend to break, man. Teams tend to break in that position. They need PhD coaching to win this one. I want to see what Pirates does. Abu Mabas have been on the pitch for a while now. Maybe the nice thing about having Mabas on the pitch is that the defense is going to stay deep, and then having Kota and Fukeng stay up high. Then you create the chances for the shots to be taken by Abu Dhabi. I feel like Barnes should come inside, man. Oh, Cupido. I haven't done anything here. Who knows anything about any Naya? No, P, Lukona. Maybe Pili can make a thing. I say me. Mina, I don't care who wins this game, eh? I gave up a long time ago. If this game is not going to help my team win, Shem. Mina, I'm right to say me. I'm right. What a lie I see that Pirates has to score here because Stellenbosch is sitting back, and if they don't take advantage of this time, we'll see. Semi. Nangulevu, Uminze strong. Sergeant is saying that Stellenbosch must roll out the bus.
Bring the bus. Bring the double bus.
You just try to park the bus?
Go there and park the bus.
Park the bus.
Park the bus.
Park the bus.
Their striker Mujela is injured. That's why they changed their striker. I would have loved to see Mujela in this game. I would have loved to see him in this game. Me too, Kim. I want to stay in that position. Konja, we let go of Mdaga for this game. Friends of Stelli's double pass if they have to say Sipo. They're tatazeli.
bathi ukusheka ngesulu njalo.
Oh, kakase.
Wakakasela, wakakasela. Why you kakaseling, my brother? Relax, go.
La penis kalena. Uale na ba penika. Do peniki shatut.
Stelli's ali peniki is a man. Oh, Mavuvuvu. I don't know how Mavuvuvu is going to play in this game. But De Jong must be subbed. I see. But why would you sub De Jong? Mavuvuvu is not make sure they're in the center, eh? He's not make sure they're in the center. King Mavuvuvu le. De Jong is tired. They must fight. When I'm cramping, I said they must fight. This game makes me worry about next week's game. I don't have to worry about next week's game. Next week's game versus Ahly. You don't have to worry about that game. Ahly doesn't play for 70 minutes. You worry about Ahly the last 20 minutes. Ahly doesn't play as beautiful as people think. Oh, wait. Cape Town City 3-2. Okay, no. Golden Arrows is leading Cape Town City 3-2. Clearing header from De Jong there. You see, Barnes passes the ball. Besides, Ahly doesn't like play. Yeah, they do the least. In group stages, Ahly, they do the least. You don't have to worry about Ahly. Ningashaya even. Arrows were leading 2-0. Yeah, Arrows were leading 2-0. You know it's over when they start arguing and fighting with the ref like this. Khumuto says, Minyile. Uminyile, Khumuso. Cupido is a pedestrian. Cupido has not been anywhere in this game. Saleng is needed. Unfortunately, he's not there. Personal reasons, according to the comments now. Is it time to question Cape Town City coach? No, I've been there, agent. Me, I've been there. Hopefully you can turn it around here, but I've been there. You know, we only question certain coaches. And I don't want to make it that type of show, so I'm not going to speak about it like that. But we only question certain coaches. But finally he's out. But it's fine. Barnes will play the De Jong role. Barnes will play the De Jong role, and Pili is going to be played through a few times. Magesi showed us that this Pirates is beatable. I think I'm just sad at how limp Pirates is. That's the sad part. They're very limp, man. Abeko, they're not all the way there. That's what I'm hating. It feels like the Pirates of last year, where sometimes they just don't pitch for games. They haven't been trying as hard as they should have been in this game. Okay. Felix, I know you can do something special for me, says ASAP. Pirates is praised for their play, but Sundowns is struggling. Hey, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about there, Lebs. I mean, I'm not part of that crew. Sergeant says, I'm already celebrating. Put away the champagnes and the champopos. And the wines. Put them away. There's still a long time to go. Let me let in Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir, welcome to the show, my brother.
Hey, Mr. Uti, how's it going?
I'm good, but I'm looking at this 1-0. How do you feel about this game?
I'm disappointed. I'm very much disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of factors that are coming into this, and I don't want to talk a lot, but game aside, very disappointing. We told Jose that his tendency of becoming Hugo Bruce and refusing to make a couple of changes, it will catch up in this season because consistency is key in a league title race. And now we are seeing those players being complacent. Remember, for the past 2 seasons when he first got here, we had a complacency issue. We had an inconsistency issue. Players would choose which games they come for. We'd only turn up in cup games and in cup finals. And it seems like that's what we are seeing now. We are seeing a Tito who's not making half turns, a talent who's not willing to drive the ball more centrally as we are used to him doing when he receives it outside the box. So there's a lot that they're not doing that they should be doing. You know,
do you think that
chances are being created.
do you think that Jose got the tactics wrong, especially with Mahopa?
I think tactically we've been a bit good. I don't understand this thing here, AV, where he's now a free roaming striker. It's tricking me up because now there's balls that are coming up high that he's sending out and he's the one who's supposed to receive them, granted because of his height. So I don't get I don't get what he's doing there. But we've been creating good, solid chances. We had an indirect free kick. We're not clinical. It's just complacency. Honestly, I think maybe they're preparing for Ahly. They brushed off Stellenbosch. And that's wrong because Stellenbosch is a top 5 side. They've shown that they're a top 5 side and they'll beat you if given the chance. Did it to Sundowns, did it to us. They can definitely do it to any top side. They must remember this is Stellenbosch who we qualified for CAF because of goal difference.
But then tell me about Stellenbosch. Is what they're doing now sustainable?
No, they started off the season a bit sloppy, honestly. We've seen them. And I guess they just decided to pitch here for Pirates. This is just them having something to prove. It's not a sustainable style of play whatsoever. It's easily breakable. The defense is always sloppy. That's why they lose. They've been losing. They've been drawing. They're easy to penetrate. So they just decided, you know what? We're going to show up for Pirates. It means more. We have a lot to prove. And you know what? They're doing the job, you know, defensively with a back 5 from time to time. If it works for them, that's good.
Okay,
But
no.
this is not a great Stellenbosch side. They've lost a lot. Shouldn't be losing to them.
Okay, no, Mr. Sir, thank you so much for joining. Guys, feel free to jump in. We've got a couple of minutes left. I'm not going to stay too long. We're going to discuss these games in detail tomorrow. That's where we're going to be discussing these games in full at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Hey, Stellies, man. Stellies is... They're going to concede. They're going to concede, eh? Because this defense, this tibang that they're doing now, how long can they keep it up? Sinje.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hi, how's it?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay as can be. Tell me about this game. Nazo.
Yeah,
Nazo. Hey, Nazo.
Yeah. Hey, Orlando Pirates, they need to deal with their, they need to speak with their midfield. They are really being, they are really being bullied in that middle of the park. And I see now they are playing the ball on the sides with Abongota, Nabowoto. What's it? Sipo, this guy from Stellenbosch. Hey, this guy is a gem.
Hoping?
I think I don't know his name, man. Is it Sipo? There's a Stellenbosch player, man, that is playing in the middle of the park. That is giving Pirates a havoc.
Okay.
I don't know his name. I'm liking what I'm seeing from that boy. He's
Kinduli.
really amazing.
Kinduli.
Yes, Nduli. No, this boy is good.
Yeah.
Mr. Oti. Yeah, I think he's my man of the match. And I
Don't say you want to sign him. Don't say you want to sign him.
No. I don't like this thing. If a player is good in a team, we must sign him. No, he must remain there. He must remain good there so that he can win Pirates. Because we're not going to play Pirates 75 games. We're going to play them twice a year. You need to have good players in other teams as well. Now they have lost the first loss of the season. And I told you this, Mr. Oti, that They have been playing Tiban teams. They are going to find stubborn teams. They have not played stubborn teams. I told you, they must not calculate these 3 points they've been collecting. They are still yet to meet Abo Sundowns and so on and so forth. So Pirates, I don't know.
So then tell me about the tactics. Do you like the choices made by Jose, number one, on the Pirate side?
No.
And then on the Stelly side, number two, now they were also in Tibang right now. Is it sustainable for the end of this game? Yo, Rav.
Hey. There's a lot of referees that we must put under question mark in SA. But anyway, look, I think Jose also is playing Al-Ahly or Al-Ahly on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
It could be you were now cross the ball. So I think maybe he does not want to give Al-Ahly the game plan and for them to study and.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe that's why this starting lineup. For me, the players that he has chosen for this team, the lineup for today is not make sure. Okay. But I thought that they're going to win. I really thought they're going to win. Even with this lineup, I thought they're really going to win.
I know, CJ. For time's sake, people are giving me the time. Guys, there's still added time. Guys, relax out. There's still added time. Veli, let me talk about.
Bafakunjani?
Mina ngibukela nina. Uthini ngale game?
Hayi, akunalutho mdaba. We are still on course. It's one of those days whereby you are not in the office. You try everything and then it doesn't work out. So there's nothing wrong. It's a game. I hear some people, they are speaking as if like the other teams are dominating. There's no team is dominating in the PSL. Others, they've lost already. Maybe even 3 games, official games. So there's nothing. We are cruising nicely. It's a grand. Pashash.
Manje le Stellenbosch lana. Iyenza mistake Stellenbosch here. Can they concede?
They can concede, but nakona it's one of those. If we are lucky, we can score. But the way things are happening, it's we can play the whole 2 days. I don't see any goal coming in here.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, Jay, with the way people are talking, they're talking as if other teams are dominating, and it's done and dusted. And they've lost game also. They're not consistent. So yeah, there's nothing wrong, man. You win, you lose, you draw. It was bound today, we lose to come. So if it comes today, it comes today. We proceed. Al-Ahly is totally different game, also different tactics. Even though you know, I mean, I'm not a fan. I've always questioned you specifically. I'm not like saying draw it defend. I just need a striker to be in the penalty area. Strikers, so I'm just not a fan of it.
No, but that's why ngifuna ukubuza vele, bengifuna ukubuza ngayo uMakgopa. Kuthi lento kumfaka and then nami ngiexplainile but then abayenzi lento ngiexplainile. Uyagijima nje. Uyalena uvalela uTiti space nomfuke ngakasazi ukuthi how much does that affect the game?
Bafo wena bomvikela ngihlala ngikubuza. Wamvikela wena udefender lakhe elikhulu. No Hugo Bros and I've always stated ukuthi I know ayisebenzi kanje.
Mina ngithi there's a way to play him. There's a way to play him.
Ukusala striker, he must do his primary responsibility. So nathanda ukushintsha izinto nenze izinto ezide strike umsebenzi wakhe ukukora. Izinto angenza afike singahlala eboxing and then we think everything's going to be okay. No. But
hasn't been this because
if we lose this one, if we lose this one, it's okay. It's one of the games that we were bound to lose during the season.
It's because Nina and he has the central defensive striker. Tina Sawini League.
Uyambona lo ungenela mina lo ungenela phezulu kwami lo qeda kumfaka because omunye wabo nawo uhlala shika last week beka uMangope nalita utuna last week amhlanje kule weekend ujabulile uzomuzwa nje ba
Hey, but you guys
So it's a game of football. It happened. It's those days. If we lose today, it's okay. We move on.
Okay.
The next game we'll see. We are still there. We are still competing. It's fine. It's 8 games. If it's one loss. Other team they've lost already.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's in fact, agent. Hey, man.
I'm just here to help Veli, Leshem. I'm here to help Veli. How? I just want to continue helping him. How? I'm not even here to attack anyone. I'm just here to say, even Man City loses, every team loses, even Man City loses, it's just a derby, number 2 derby, nothing more, just 3 points you lost. It's okay. We lose. Every team loses.
Kana agent. With this result, where are you guys?
On top.
Every team loses.
Who cares? Just 3 points. Who cares? I saw them saying they're going to win 30 games. I told her, yeah. Guys, what Tungulani did was what you call a freak season. I don't think I would see it in my lifetime. At least my lifetime. Maybe my kids will see it, but I don't think I'll see it in my lifetime. Guys, it's okay. The number 2 derby, we saw who's the best number 2 in the country, so it's okay. We told them about Champions League. They said they have Champions League experience from 1996. It's okay. It's fine. We told them we're going to Algeria and after coming back.
You guys are the worst. Okay. We've got about 2 minutes left. I'm still worried about Stellies. Here because it's a Tibang against Pirates. You already saw they hit the goalkeeper. I don't know. CJ.
Where is agent? I just wanted to find out, is he okay? How about agent? They must stop doing things they must stop eating and drinking things that are not good for their bodies. What did we just witness?
You know what? I'm just gonna let you guys.
Wait. What was that?
Ask him with the Kuza knows it. He knows it.
And I blame Kuza for this one. Where is he? He's at the stadium.
I'm doing it for him.
I feel sorry for Molemo Kuzo. I feel sorry for him. Shem, imagine to pay such money to Ubugana Montito diving in the box by a swimmer.
This is why he's not. This is why he's not there. We've got Boma 40 seconds left. I wanna let in Theo. Abomakhelwane man.
Asibhekeni khona balambile. Others were busy collecting points. Others were busy preparing for the Champions League that they are not gonna even win. I want a great game today, Uziyo. Yeah. Bashama Pali, Bayawa, Bayamemeza, Bayasuza.
Goalkeeper wamba ngezandla from it back pass.
But no, I'm only 1 point.
Theo, they thought it's a bungile Tom.
But there's no extra level, man. But Dagi.
While we're laughing, we shouldn't forget that the 2 gentlemen in between me, they blew it yesterday. We haven't forgotten.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
I blew it. We are not here for I blew it. We are here to watch parades. Please don't come and tell us here with winning penalties, J. Brown everywhere. Please don't make me start. Agent, don't start. Because
we will benefit until you guys bring back Rothman's Cup.
Hey, Rothman's Cup. No, but guys, it's the end of the game. I'm gonna run. This is probably the last kick.
But quickly.
Mr. OT, you can end the show. This game was not worth the data that you are spending. Shem, sorry. You can go do better things. You've given enough charity work to the nation. You've done your bit. You can claim these hours, Gusars, you brought back to the community. Otherwise, these bones, these ones, they're not even used. They're not even Govmaweni cannot even do anything with these bones. These bones are
Hey, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let agent give me a minute, Theo. Give me a minute, and then I'm gonna jump off. My thoughts will be up in about an hour and a half.
No, on a serious note, I just wanted to say that, guys, and I think you mentioned this in one of the videos. You said, guys, what happened last season? You can't do it. Even if Rulani was here, you wouldn't have done it again. So Paris fans understand that you're not gonna go invincible. You're not Sundowns. You can't go 7 games winning. You're not Sundowns. Relax. The battle of the number 2s. We see who's the better number 2 today. And what Tito?
Wait, agent. Before you go, agent. Before you go, since we're bringing Rulani in, should we quote Rulani when he says losses come with friends? Should Paris be looking out for that, especially in this important time?
That's the thing about losses, that as much as winning is a habit, so is losing, that's the most unfortunate part, that, and once you get addicted to winning, you win, but when you start losing, there's also, people say there's momentum, I also believe there's positive momentum and there's negative momentum. Let's see if they can stop the negative momentum, because they're facing Ahly, and again, we'll analyze this tomorrow, but me and you talked about this, and we're being attacked, that guys, it's okay, you are winning. We're not jealous. It's not from a bad place, that you guys are winning, but it's a scrappy 1-0 win. What happens when a team scores you first now? Because you'll be scoring first, and then the team has to come to you, and you're able to break, or you're able to just kill the game off. What happens? Can you raise the tempo again? But we're labeled haters, and it's fine. It's okay. We'll continue hating.
We'll see. Let me go to Theo. Ngbalele yona man Theo, ngbalele yona.
As friends of the Stellies for the weekend,
but GNU.
The Stellies have done us the duty of the day, which was to silence our noisy neighbors. You saw OT, they were busy rolling all over the floor. They were busy, probably to be, but but OT, I want to pose this question to you. Imagine Stellies having Reynas, Dupreez, Mendieta, Mtetwa, the list goes on. Do you think they would have not dominated the league in the next coming 2 or 3, 4, 5 seasons had they been serious about football? OT, there's no way they can beat Sundowns twice, beats Pirates, and then obviously they would beat us. I was just donating and not valid 2 points. There's no way, OT, that team cannot be able to say we can challenge for the league. It's a shame, OT. You saw how they dominate Pirates defensively. Steve Parker knows what he's doing, OT. He plays his players to the best of his capacity, and I love the fact that he knows how to beat these stupid big teams, these so-called big teams. There's only one big team in South Africa, OT. The whole South Africa So as Nanda, we're not going down alone. At least we have got a point over the weekend. Nabangana point in my thought.
Sharp. No, sharp to you, guys. Guys, I'm gonna have to go. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to those that gave gifts, to those that were in the comments, and others that are watching on YouTube as well, the panelists as well, guys. These things happen. It's a 1-0 loss to Orlando Pirates. The question now is going to be, how does Pirates rebound from this? Can it be a situation where the Pirates can quickly readjust? You look at Mamelodi Sundowns. They went through maybe 2 weeks of some very bad things that are happening, they're starting to rebound maybe. Can Pirates do something similar, especially knowing that they're going into a game versus Ahly and all of those type of things? Because being at the top is one thing, being unbeaten is one thing. The moment you start losing or you lose a game, it takes a little bit of character to come back from that. And maybe Jose must be asked questions about his setup, about his team, about how they played, about the depth, about all of those different things. Still early, Pirates, we still have to see whether they'll be able to come back from this thing or they'll be able to find their feet. But this is how it is. 1-0 loss to East Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch go up to 3rd place. And then Pirates stay number 2. Pirates stay number 2 under mamelodi Sundowns. Guys, it's been amazing. Remember, Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. We are here watching games live. We are here on the normal show. And then if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Banyana, Bafana are playing, we are going to be here watching them live. Then we'll break down the games as we go along. Monday, review show. We're going to break down everything we've seen and we'll take it from there. It's been amazing. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Bye, everyone.